Hi there, welcome back. Recently, I did a written review of the new Keydial Remote. That's it there, by Huion. These are the wonderful people who make like the drawing tablets and things like that. I have the Canvas 16 Pro, which I adore, and I have been using the Keydial Mini for a year or so, and I love it. But they just recently sent me this, and it it is absolutely amazing. Honestly, mwah, chef's kiss for this. It is fantastic. So I thought I'd put together a little video on what's the best way to actually set it up and use it. So that's the little key dial there. You can use it by Bluetooth. I do struggle with the Bluetooth on my computer, so I have been using it with a USB cable. So you just need to go to their website, and you can either go to the product or go to support. So if you go to accessories, you will find the Keydial Remote. If you scroll down, that's all the information about it. Go down, you can read a bit more. What you need to do is go to download and download the driver, whether it's for Windows or for Mac. Now, there is a little sort of caveat here. If you are using the V20 drivers, then you don't need to download another software. If you are using the version 15 or something else or other brands, you may need to go and download it. Now, I did need to download the driver because it wouldn't work with my old Huion. So I've got my tablet on my old Huion drive, and then I just downloaded this one for the Keydial Remote. Once you've got that done, all you need to do is plug it all in. All you need to set it up is you need to put your USB cable that comes with it to here, or you can use your Bluetooth, and then setting up the other USB, just plug it into a standard USB port on your computer. Then there's a button here, and you can either go off 1 or 2. 1 is set to my computer, so I don't have it connected to anything else, but when I travel, I can have that set to, say, my laptop on set 2. So as you can see in my hand, it fits very comfortably. You can roll the inner dial, the outer dial. You've got all your different buttons there. You can jump between your different pages, and I'll explain that in a tick when I go and set it up on my computer, how I have that set up. So you have different pages. So there's lots of different functions that you can set up there, and when you're finished using it, you just turn it off. Once you've got it plugged in, just start your software. So you just go to the exe file, click start. I agree with the user agreement. You can go read that. Just runs through and set up. So it just has a little bit of information. You can stop and go read that, how to set everything up. Now, once you've done that, then you have your different groups and buttons and things that you can set up. So I have group 1, which is just general presets, which is pretty much my Photoshop stuff. You click on it, so my inner button is you could have it set to rotate canvas. I prefer zoom in and out with my brush. My outer button could be zoom in and out on your canvas size. It would also be handy to have rotate and scroll up or down, but I'll show you how to set that up in a tick. Then when you click on all your buttons, so this one's Control Z, so undo, Control C, copy, Control V, paste, space bar, erase, my brush, my V for my move tool, my backspace, etc. So if you want to set up a different group, so you go into Photoshop, this time I can have my rotate canvas set on that, and my outer ring is scroll up or down, and I can set different buttons. So for instance, I like to have Control, Alt, Shift and E, which is my merge button. Then I could have my J button because I like to use my healing tool a lot. I could have my S for my stamp merge tool or your clone tool, and you can go through and you can set them up. Now you can have these as text, you can have them as mouse button, you can have multimedia, run programs, things like that. So there's lots you can do, and you can set up different groups. So you can have up to 6 groups. So you can have functions set for the inner dial, outer dial, and all of the buttons on each of the groups. So that gives you a huge amount of flexibility. So it's super easy to set up. And once you've got it set up, you pretty much don't really need to do anything about it unless you want to come back in and just fiddle around and move all your buttons and things around. So that's up to you what you want to do. But that's super easy to use. So let's have a little look at it in action. Okay, so this is my very messy desk, and I have got an image that I've been working on in Photoshop. So this is just a mixer brush image. I have my Canvas 16 tablet here, so I can sit here and I can draw with my tablet, paint, do whatever I need to do. I am right-handed. So that's their setup here. And then on my table, or I can pick it up, I can then use my remote. So if I want to change screens, I can change screens. So I can scroll up or down. It should be to rotate. I might have to go set that. If I go back to my other screen, so it goes back to my basic screen, I have got my zoom in and out, and I can change my brush size as well as various other ones. So I can either have it in my hand while I'm working, and I can't quite get close enough to my screen holding everything with the camera. But so I would either have this on my desk, and because it's got rubber on the back, it's not going to slide around. It sits comfortably on the desk. Or I can have it in my hand, and I sort of tend to bounce between both of those. And then at the same time, I am drawing or painting or doing whatever I need to with my pen on my other hand. Now, this is the Canvas 16 Pro, which I have got set up on the little stand. You may not be able to see that, but I just find that that's a comfortable angle. I don't like to work flat on the desk so much. So that's that. Now I still have some buttons set up on the side of my tablet, so I can use those, or I can just jump completely over to that, and I tend to use a little bit of both. If I have it on the desk, I'm more likely to use the buttons on the side, so my undo, brush, save, things like that I've got set up there. So that's pretty much it. So there you have it. That's how to install and set up your Huion Keydial Remote. I must admit, I love mine with a passion. So thank you so much, Huion, for sending that out for me to review and to play with. It really will become a permanent part of my editing kit. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, maybe subscribe. If there is anything you'd like to see, if you want more on how to set up or how to use the Huion Keydial, I'm more than happy to put up some more videos. I will link below. I did do a speed edit on some digital art pieces, which I don't normally put on this channel, but I thought, because it's quite relevant to what we're doing with this product, I thought I will put it up on my main YouTube page, and you can go and have a look at that and see not so much the Keydial in use, but how it speeds up my workflow and how I work my way through on a digital art piece, just for something different. So that's it for today. I will see you next time on YouTube. Bye.